Thursday Night Live and the Chain Gang Sports Show with you as always, coming to you live on a Thursday night, 6:30 to 7:30. We welcome your calls, 386-251-8100. You can also go ahead, along with giving us a call, send us an email with your questions. Be part of the show. We always welcome that. NFL football 2026, the schedule release is due to happen at 8 o'clock tonight, and you'll be able to see it live at 8 p.m. That's ESPN2. It's been such a long time coming, this schedule. The NFL is certainly milking it for all that it's worth. It used to be that it seemed they would go ahead and release it, and it would surprise us. But now it's great anticipation, almost like the Super Bowl itself. Johnny Monte Carlo with you, and, of course, Tommy Thunder in the house. He'll be chiming in, as well as the best producer that money can buy, and the Bostonian.
I don't like to brag.
You don't like to brag. And what would we do without him? Hey, we got some Major League Baseball scores. Let's start that off on this Thursday night. In fact, there were 11 games scheduled on the docket today, 7 of them this afternoon, and all have gone final. 1 game in progress. It's in a rain delay, 3 to get a start later on. Pirates at home today, winning against the Rockies. Then again, who doesn't against the Rockies? 7-2 the final there. Reds took on the Nationals. I guess we could say that. It was if it was a fight, they would have stopped it, as the Reds ended up beating the Nationals 15-1. The Mets come up big winners today. Nolan McLean with the win, and it's about time. Mets are starting to get it together off and on. 9-4 the final score. Twins end up routing the Marlins in Minnesota 9-1. Brewers took care of the Padres at home 7-1. Mariners over the Astros in Houston 8-3. And the Cardinals down the A's 5-4 in a road game for St. Louis. So the major leagues in action today, and I mentioned 1 game rain delay, top of the first inning. They haven't even gotten underway at Fenway Park. Red Sox hosting the Phillies tonight once the rain lets up. Coming up in about 45 minutes, Cubs at the Braves. What a great matchup. The hottest team against the coldest team, and it's hard to refer to the Cubs to refer to them as a cold team. They're only 3 games off the mark from being the best team in major leagues, but right now they've got a 4-game losing streak. And why? Well, they're playing the best team in the major leagues. That's the Braves with a 4-game winning streak. Royals in Chicago. They're on the south side to play the White Sox. That's coming up at 7:40, and at 10:10, it's the Giants and the Dodgers, and that should be a great game.
How are you, brother?
Good evening, everyone. We are live from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. That's right. We are ready to take your calls. 386-251-8100. Let's hear from you. Here we go. Call 386-251-8100. Let's go. Call now.
Johnny boy, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing fine. It's a Thursday night. Things are heating up in this part of Florida, I got to say, but the AC is running good here inside the studios here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studios, and always a pleasure to join you and sports discussion. Karaoke Courtney on assignment tonight, but I got to tell you, I'm smelling a picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo.
That you are, my friend. We are today our food sponsor for today is Rustic Dough Works. They have 2 locations, one in Flagler Beach, one in Palm Coast, up on Cypress Point Parkway over by Q-Notes. And they were nice enough to donate some food for our show, as they know we do this. And, we talk about the restaurant. And, this is a restaurant that started out under a tent at the Flagler Beach. We got a phone call right out of the gate. You got to love that.
Under a tent?
Yeah, under a tent. Chain Gang Sports, what's your name? Where you from?
Dennis from New Jersey.
Hey, Dennis, how are you, my friend?
Dennis, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
What do you got for us, brother?
What I want to say is a favorite memory of a baseball player in your lifetime. I liked Don Mattingly back in the 80s. That's a question.
Yeah, I love the Mattingly-Winfield battle with Mattingly. A bad back cost us what I think would have been tremendous greatness. Mattingly was an absolute.
You're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I wish he had won a ring. He would be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Does he belong in the Hall?
Oh, yeah, he definitely belongs in the Hall. My opinion, of course, that's rose-colored glasses as a Yankee fan. And, he was a captain. Mattingly was he was a class act. He was professional all the way. I'm glad his career continued. He's had success coaching, some organizations such as the Marlins that, Johnny don't like to hear that, but such as the Marlins that, didn't give him exactly all the bullets for the gun. But Mattingly, in his total Mattingly way, made it work.
Look how he's changing around the Phillies right now as the manager.
Yeah,
the Phillies they're like in second place right now.
It's unbelievable, and that's who he is. That's a tribute to who he is. It's funny you say that. It makes me think of my favorite Yankee moment of greatness was the Derek Jeter ball that got thrown and where he tracked it down and backflipped it to Posada to throw out. That's my favorite Yankee and player and memery. But yeah, Mattingly.
I saw it on TV, but I'm sorry to interrupt. I saw it on TV, but I was there for his 3,000 hit, which was a
home run. Yeah, off a Price, right? Yeah, it was off a Price from Tampa Bay. And you know what? That's when you talk about Jeter, a man who did everything when he broke Lou Gehrig's record. His last game as a New York Yankee, in Yankee Stadium, game-winning RBI. In his when he beat Maris, he was 5 for 5. Now we're talking to the last two Yankee captains.
Yes.
Other than now Judge, but the two guys that carried themselves well and carried the Yankee name well. I think it goes back to when Steinbrenner was still alive and still there, and it's amazing. Hey, brother, I want to thank you for calling in. You've shown loyalty. I know you've called us before, and I want to thank you.
From North Jersey.
Yeah, North Jersey. Sorry to hear that. No, I'm kidding, brother. But yeah, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Hey, do us a call next Thursday, and we'll share more food with you. Right now, we're about to enjoy some meatballs from Rustic Dough Works. Thanks, brother. Take care.
Yeah, Dennis, thanks so much. And I tell you what, just to chime in a little bit on that, for me, it's not so much one particular player. Growing up in Miami before 1993, all you had really was the Miami Dolphins. It was the Miami Heat in 1988-89 season. You had the Panthers in 93 and the Marlins in 93 also. But I was a Cincinnati Reds fan because I identified with Johnny Bench having my name. And so I pulled for the Big Red Machine, and that was not a bad thing to do back in the 70s, especially the mid-70s. But I got to say, as far as a favorite player, aside from Johnny Bench, I got to say the 1997 Florida Marlins, because it was magical. They were just in their 5th season. And as they also did in 2003, they have yet, in fact, to win a division, but they were wild card teams, and they came out of nowhere. And I'll never forget Levon Hernandez saying, once the Marlins became champions, he said, "I love you, Miami." And it was just a magical time because baseball was really working in Miami at the time.
Is that when that was when they had Pudge Rodriguez?
Yeah, Pudge Rodriguez. Yeah,
that was
Charles
when they beat
Johnson, the former Hurricane catcher.
Yeah, and it showed me. You talk about that team. It showed me that you could, and I think that was a big point. They showed you that they went out and spent a boatload of money.
Yeah,
they brought in a lot of top players, won the World Series, and dismantled it the next year. Yeah. And that was when they were saying that's how you can buy championships. That's what the Yankees have been doing for decades.
And that was especially the 2003 Marlins. In '97, they had Gary Sheffield, Jeff Conine.
Yes.
They had Chuck Carr. They had guys that were cast-offs from other teams.
But top players.
But top players at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just a magical time in South Florida.
Yeah.
So that's something that always sticks out for me. Plus, I got married that year and had my first child in '97. Well, I didn't, but my wife did. That would have been much too painful for me to deliver on. It'd be worse than a cold read on a voiceover. But I got to tell you, though, the Marlins right now are starting to look more like the Marlins from the past few years. So it's kind of disappointing right now. But I mentioned Don Mattingly. He he's got a winning record right now.
And
with the
he was the bench coach when Toronto made their run.
Yeah.
And I was, and then like you say, him taking over the Phillies. I knew he would get a chance. I'm just completely shocked that the Yankees have stuck with Aaron Boone, who I think is the worst manager of pitching in Major League Baseball. And
analytics.
That's all it is with him.
Yeah.
And I thought Mattingly would have made his way back to New York, to the Bronx, as a manager. But it's yet to be seen. It's still early. He's still younger.
He's
Absolutely.
young enough.
Still, I'm just glad he's still in the game. He's good for baseball.
He is. He's a good guy. I was sorry to see him leave Miami.
One of our old faithfuls, Flagler Beach Tom, had a question. He wrote, "Can the Knicks will the long rest between, obviously, with Detroit and Cleveland, probably going back to Cleveland, that long stretch of without playing, stop that 7-game
I've
winning
been thinking
streak."
about that. That may be too long of a rest.
And so funny is contradictory to that. The last 2 years, Thibodeau was blamed for the reason the Knicks didn't win was because he only went with 7 guys and he played them in all an average of about 40 minutes. So they always complained or said that he burnt them out by the time the playoffs came. So listen, Mike Brown. I give Mike Brown a lot of credit what he's done. That moving Big Cat to that center. He's that point center now. Basically, he gets the ball at the top of the key and he facilitates. And he's been a heck of a passer. And now the Nick, New York media.
That's a tough
skeptics
crowd.
of Big Cat, and bringing Giannis in, get rid of Big Cat. Now things have changed. Obviously, a 7-0 run with a 26 point margin of victory will change that. Yeah, orange and blue skies, baby.
They're ending games. Yeah, that's it. And they're ending games pretty much taking the mystery out of it early. It's starting to look like a late 80s, early 90s Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
It's over in just a couple of rounds.
Yeah. And you're right. It has been.
And so the Knicks are winning, and they're winning big, and they're coasting along, but they won't play again until the Eastern Conference Finals against either the Cavs or the Pistons. Right now, it looks like the Cavaliers are in the driving seat. They're up 3-2. They play tomorrow night in Detroit. Game 6, I believe it is. But in any event, it could be too long of a rest there. Nunenby, he's going to be back, though. That's good. He's going to be. So if you're a Knicks fan right now, you're feeling pretty good. And what was it, back in December, they won the NBA Emeritus Cup?
Emeritus Cup,
yeah. That's not to be confused with arthritis. But, you can really screw that one up a lot of times if you don't think about it.
Yeah, there was a famous former NBA player, Artis Gilmore. They used to call him Arthritis
Gilmore.
Yeah.
Artis Gilmore, he went to Jacksonville University. He was a Jacksonville Dolphin player. And if I don't do any research, I can't think of anybody else that played for Jacksonville.
Yeah,
what was he, like 7'2", though?
I don't think was he that tall? I don't remember his being. We'll have to, that's right, karaoke Courtney.
She's on special assignment. We'll have to give her another special assignment.
Get us where did Arthritis Gilmore, what was his height?
Artis Gilmore, but he was extremely tall. I think he was a center, wasn't he? Most of the centers are up there, 6'10" plus.
Yeah.
But Knicks, I tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because things have fallen into place. The elimination of the Celtics.
Yeah.
And then the 76ers, who for a while were looking great and could be a problem. But if the Cavaliers, and now James Harden is, remember a couple of shows back, I was mentioning how he hasn't been showing up in important games. He had 30 points the other night in that 117-113 overtime win.
Yeah.
So the beard is to be feared.
Yeah.
And he's really putting it together.
And they are scary. They have height. They're a tough team. I said that from the beginning, that if Detroit, the winner of this is going to be a tall order for the Knicks. While we're talking about, we have another email while we're still in the NBA. I'll read that one, and that was from Dave in Palm Coast, and he wanted to know, can the OKC Thunder continue the lossless ways? I mean, they're,
what are they, 8-0 now?
8-0 under
and
two
sitting
sweeps.
back and feeling pretty good about themselves.
And they play 8-9 guys deep. And they play amazing defense.
They're playing great defense, and that could be the big key to get past San Antonio.
Yeah.
I think the Spurs are going to take care of Minnesota. I mean, the Spurs are up 3-2 now.
And Even if it holds serve, I think San Antonio, I think with Wembanyama obviously getting thrown out of the game the other night, made it that much more difficult. But when he's on the floor, he's the difference maker.
But rightly so. That was pretty. That elbow, that right elbow.
There was some of the so-called professionals or the experts that said that he had to show that because he was getting bounced. He was getting bounced around.
He wanted to assert himself.
Yeah, and that was a little over aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, had he caught him flush with that elbow, he would have knocked some teeth out. And so there would have been chiclets.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Spitting chiclets, and it's not even a Boston Bruins game. Yeah, I mean, it was a nice elbow there. Something that John Wick would have been proud of. I think.
Exactly.
Looking at that. So that's something I gave thought of earlier today. That NBA Cup, the Knicks won it, right?
Over San Antonio.
San Antonio. What are the chances those two could meet in the NBA Finals?
When it happened back in what was it?
In 2023.
December.
In December.
Yeah.
In December.
In December when it happened, they said this could be the
a projection of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, and I felt it was going to be San Antonio or KC the whole time. I thought that maybe I don't know, with a fresh Lake, with a healthy Laker team, maybe, but you can't say when Doncic is out. What do you say? I mean, that's just...
The 2025-2026 season was mainly the Doncic show. I mean, LeBron was doing his best, though.
Yeah, they said
Luka.
Yeah, they said Luka didn't come back because he wanted LeBron out of there because he didn't like sharing the spotlight. I think that's a little bit of a reach. Anybody who says that has got to have some just bad blood for LeBron. There's a lot of people that don't like LeBron, and I don't know.
But we talked about it recently. LeBron, I think, is going to maybe a couple more years.
I think he can. I still think he's one of the top 20 players in the NBA.
Yeah,
no question.
You got to give it
he's
to him.
An athletic freak at 6'8", 275. He looks like he's as fit as he was when he actually even more fit than he was 10 years ago.
And he looks like he's still enjoying the game.
And he is,
which is a big key
and
too.
He still can rise up. He can still dunk. The only thing I've always disliked about LeBron, the one thing I did, when he backs you down. And he backs you down because he's big. He's 6'8", 270. He's a big, strong, powerful man. He'll back you down until you're underneath the rim, and all he's got to do is turn around and drop it or just go up and ram it home, and he'll do that little fadeaway. Yeah. And he does not have tremendous success with that little fadeaway. I mean, I watched the game the other night. I mean, he was, it was Monday night just before they got swept. Yeah, he must have missed 6 in a row. Just that same thing. Back him down all the way down to the, breaks him, gets him down into the paint. And then does that fadeaway. So I don't get it.
So now that we're this far into the playoffs in the NBA, what's your feeling? I know you're going to go with the Knicks.
I have to. I mean, I have to because of the complete offensive different look that they're showing now. Like I said earlier with Mike Brown, not being afraid to change it up, to try something different, and making Big Cat's when he's got 3 triple doubles now,
right?
And his 3 triple doubles are very simple. 10 rebounds, 11 assists, 15 points. He's not having to score 40. They're not asking him to.
But he's in double figures across the board.
And it doesn't hurt that they're shooting a remarkable, 38, 40% from the three-point line.
Right.
I mean, crazy.
The Knicks and Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. I can see those jerseys out there on the court.
They had a thing on First Take. If Jalen Brunson wins the NBA championship as a Knick, now that hasn't happened since 1973.
Right.
And the Knicks, that city loves the Knicks. I mean, New York loves their basketball. And they said Jalen Brunson would definitely be then considered the greatest Knick ever. And I think that's hard to say today, and his body of work isn't long yet. I mean, he's had some great years, don't get me wrong, and he's clutch. But Walt Frazier, did it for a long time, MVPs, playoff MVPs. Frazier's been doing it. Ewing, of course, had his run, but no championships for Ewing. No. So that'll always be held against him. But,
Well, the city of New York, the Knicks, since 73? Right?
Right.
The Mets, it's been a long time.
86
against Boston. And the Jets.
Yankees have been almost...
The Yankees are pretty much, they're the king of the hill.
Yeah.
When it comes to championships.
And Jets.
Oh, the Jets. It was 68, the first year
Yeah.
of the Nixon administration.
68.
With Joe Willie Namath there with the white cleats. A magical time, though, in New York back then, if you were around watching sports, 68 and 69, the amazing Mets of 69.
That's right.
And the Jets. Yeah, and
the Knicks, they all three
were a
teams.
powerhouse.
Yeah, it was.
So if you're a New York fan in general, like yourself.
Right, but I don't remember that.
No, you don't remember that. And I read a lot. What can I tell you?
That's it.
But, the thing is, that was a magical time, and I think the city of New York is needing that right now. They need, it's not now. After 9/11, they needed an uplifting experience. But I think right now, the city of New York could definitely use a championship or two, and they could return to the city of champions. Hey, want to remind everyone you can give us a call, be part of the show, 386-251-8100. Give us a like, follow, share, and subscribe. Chain Gang Sports Show heard every Monday when we record live. We're always on live, so you can't call in then, but you can give us a call tonight, 6:30 to 7:30 every Thursday night. Chain Gang Sports Show. Tommy Thunder, Karaoke Courtney on assignment tonight. Johnny Monte Carlo with you, and our producer Alan doing the fine job behind the board.
Oh boy, don't give him that.
Broadcasting from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio, powered by the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. That's right, things are better with us. And the NFL schedule is supposed to be released tonight at 8 o'clock with great anticipation. They are milking that for everything it's worth.
And how they slowly release one or two games.
The international games.
They make it, they make this such a
Thanksgiving games. Yeah, just a little at a time.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
If sports had foreplay, that's what that is.
That's
they're
that's
like giving us a
exactly
little at a time, and then tonight at 8 o'clock, it's the whole enchilada.
That's exactly what that
We'll
is.
be talking about Sunday afternoon 1 o'clock games then. And it'll be interesting. I can't wait to see how many losses the Dolphins possibly will have this year.
Yeah.
Devon Achane getting that 4-year contract, $68 million. That's pretty much, if you don't make the playoffs and he plays every game, that's $1 million a game.
Yeah.
That's not too bad of a
Not too bad.
payday. Third best, highest paid running back in the NFL. Hey, let's talk food. We've got a food sponsor as we do every Thursday night.
The Rustic Dough Works, again, 2 locations, Flagler Beach, the 1536 South Ocean Shore Boulevard, and in Palm Coast, they're at 160 Cypress Point Parkway. Again, I told you these guys started in...
Under a tent.
It's a sourdough, obviously, by the name. It's a sourdough pizza. That's not for everybody. I didn't think it would be for me. It's amazing. Their food is amazing. And you go into their storefront, they have a dessert
selection
cabinet that is so psychotic. Hey, look, they did send us some desserts too. I mean,
oh yeah, let's get that on camera there.
Yeah, we will, and of course,
focus in on the
Oreo
for the sweet tooth.
The Oreo just took a dive, but look at these, and they got turtles, Snickers. Hey, here we go. Hold it up there.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, that's looking good. Maybe a little bit more to your
in front of your face. Yeah, Buffanoble. Here we go. How's that? Better?
Oh, man.
I mean, the food, the people are fantastic.
That's a nice little preview there, selection.
And we went in there today to talk with them, and they were packed, and they are really doing well. And again, like I said, they started out underneath a tent at Flagler Beach, the little farmers market that they had. That's how it started. Right. They have a third location coming soon. Keep it in Holly Hill.
How have they been doing with all the construction over there, though? I mean, everything is...
Yeah. He seems that, listen,
undaunted.
Like I said, they were jammed. Line out the door. Rest of the dining room was packed. And they're just good people. Good. And you can go there. They've got imported Italian sauces and tomatoes to make your own sauce for all those grandmas and moms, Italian mothers out there that like to make their own gravy, their own sauce, depending on where you're from, Northeast. And
believe me, I've known some Italian mothers.
They've got some pasta, fresh pasta. It's a great place to go. Great place. Like I'm telling you right now. Oh, look at this. I'm going to pick it up with my finger because I'm about to bite it because I'm staring at it. That's a meatball. Hey, that's a meatball.
That's a meatball.
Meatball for a meathead?
Hey,
the producer's looking at me because he can eat this. So he can eat this. So if I would have put it over there, we'd be splitting one. That is absolutely.
Hey, but now
Might be some truth.
do they have cauliflower pizza over there? Because that's a producer specialty.
That's so funny. The sourdough, I think, was the extreme, and they have so many. They have such a selection of pizza.
Yeah.
You can have it made any way you want, but they got great little Italian names for everything. The Don Juan, and they got they got everything you can imagine. And if not, you build your own.
Now it's 7 days a week over there.
It's Monday. No, they're closed on Tuesdays.
Closed on Tuesday.
So Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. They're 8 a.m. to 8:30 at the Cypress Point location, and 8 to 4:30 on Sunday. 8 in the morning. You want to know why they're open at 8 in the morning? What pizzeria is open at 8 in the morning? None.
I can't think of any. No.
And then here's another thing. I got to tell you, people from Jersey down to New York, if you go there, they have a bacon, egg, and cheese. Famous New York delis were famous for. If you needed a fast breakfast, you could walk into a deli, get 2 eggs, bacon, and cheese on a roll with a coffee, and you're walking out the door in 5 minutes, and for like $4 or $5. They have the Jersey people like the fried egg with. If you're North Jersey, it's Taylor ham. If you're South Jersey, it's pork roll with the egg sandwich. I had an egg sandwich there when we first met them, and it was like a 3-pound egg sandwich. So you can go there at 8 in the morning, get any dessert, anything you want, bagels. It's everything. It's everything, and they're doing an amazing job. Obviously, things are going well. They're about to open their 3rd location.
And that address here in Flagler County is we have the address there.
Yeah, I read it. Now you're gonna. Are you quizzing me right now? I feel like I'm being quizzed, and right now the producer's like, "Yeah, get him, take him down, him in his big mouth." Yeah, 160 Cypress Point Parkway, D101 is the suite. It's in the Q Note 2-story building over by other fame. You know what it's by? What's the dance place?
Arthur Murray
choking on a meatball. My grandmother would be happy if I died. I choked on a meatball.
The
Arthur Murray Dance Studio. Because I know Alan's a big ballroom dancer.
Really? The producer?
Oh, you have no idea.
He cha-cha-chas like you've never seen.
So if we see the producer showing up on Dancing with the Stars.
No, if you're at a wedding, you don't want to be near him because he'll show you out.
Really?
No, I don't know. Just kidding.
No, you have.
He looks Twinkle.
I have 3 left feet.
Yeah. His nickname in school was Twinkle Toes.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Who knows? A past life.
Yeah.
He may have been,
You eat cauliflower pizza, you got Twinkle Toes.
But
but everything's freshly baked there.
Which Mike Bucket is yours?
There
you go. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing too.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I always give shout out to we've had Philly cheesesteak.
Right.
The Philly cheesesteak over in up in North Palm Coast there, up on Palm Harbor, is they're having a grand opening on the 23rd.
Saturday the 23rd.
We're going to do our show live
of May.
What did I say?
Of May.
You said the day, but you didn't say the month.
Oh, May.
What month are we in?
Well, this
one goes out. This show's going to last forever out on the internet. They're going to say, "Oh, I can run over there today."
Okay.
We're quizzing you.
May,
We're quizzing you.
Yeah, I see this.
Tommy Thunder operates well under pressure.
Fire and darts.
He's
I'm
in
ready.
the no-huddle offense right now. He's having to call plays without thinking about it.
But, the 23rd will be there, as well as the Palm Coast Misfits, which is a girls' travel softball team.
The Misfits?
Misfits. It's a collection of girls from, I think, 13 to 17. They're going to be there. The girls are going to be on the podcast. We're going to have them there. They're all going to be there. The owner of the team, which it is an owner of the team, she does all the sponsoring, fundraising, everything for them, and they'll be up there, and they're having tremendous success, and their girls are very excited to be on our podcast,
and we're excited. That they're excited,
and we're going to be eating Philly cheesesteaks that day. So meatballs one day, Philly cheesesteaks the next. Yeah, I got to get in there.
Oh man, I won't eat breakfast that day.
And if they get married, they're the Mrs. Fitz.
Oh boy, that is brutal. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, there you go. Some Tommy Thunder action there.
Hey, who wants somebody's going to eat a meatball because I'm about to eat some.
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
okay.
wait.
So here's the other thing too.
Perhaps later.
You didn't have to put
case.
the one you ate back in.
Oh yeah, that's don't worry about it. It's just the spaghetti.
So you can dine in. You can dine.
Oh
in.
yeah. Yep, dine in. But the line was out the door for takeout. They do it all.
And on a Thursday night.
Yeah, on a Thursday night.
Wow,
that's what he said. He said, "Boy,
this is awesome."
Yeah, I know.
This is
You
really
like-
good.
And I'm telling you, the filler, the sauce. He puts a little, I'm sure, Reggiano on there, or whatever. But again, he's got everything from the pastas. Are you about to dive in?
I'm going to save one for later.
Johnny Monte Carlo's wrapping one up in a napkin and sticking it in his pocket.
I'm going to do it because...
Yeah, otherwise, the producer will eat it. Yeah, he's already on his second, and he's licking his fingers. My grandmother would roll over.
I'm going to go ahead.
Johnny Monte Carlo, get that. Look at that. Just keep the mozzarella on there.
Let's get that on.
Yeah, Karaoke Courtney is lucky she's not here because she hates when I do ricotta, mozzarella. She always like says I got cotton in my mouth.
Here we got, that's the meatball. That's the...
Oh, yeah, don't show
The
off.
real
You put it in the camera, and that's good. Fantastic.
But, that's something as we wrap things up. That I always like to have something at the end to to reward yourself with.
Yeah, no, that is a reward.
Yeah,
We'll find that as a
that's what that
fine
is.
reward, and we're hoping that we can bring Rusty. We're hoping to bring. We had some great conversations to bring them on as a permanent sponsor on our sports show. It would be a great team. I'd love to pair with them because
Absolutely.
they're having such success. Success follows success. So I would love to tag along to their success.
That's it.
But getting back to sports,
Yeah, let's get back to it. But I tell you, I like that.
yeah, you like that?
Boy, it
You
makes
want,
the
you want me
studio.
to sing since
Oh,
karaoke?
are you
isn't
gonna
hit?
at halftime? Alan's gonna sing.
Oh yeah,
Well, we're
karaoke.
we're at
karaoke
halftime.
had
This
a
is
song.
halftime.
Oh, we're at halftime now.
Yeah.
Do you need to warm up a little? Me.
I was gonna sing. What's that song? My meatball. Well, how did that song go?
my meatball.
Yeah,
No, what are they? Me.
rolled off the table.
Yeah, down the cheese. What was it?
What was that song?
Meatball. Oh boy.
I must have lived
We need karaoke Courtney,
a
honey.
sheltered life. I've never
Sister,
heard.
You
we
never
need
heard
back
the
here.
meatball? All right, I got to look it up.
Yeah, we'll have to Google that one, and maybe if you can play a few bars there.
Yeah, of course. Was that dessert's good for diabetics, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Right there. Just sticking in a syringe.
That'll push your
Stick it in a
A1.
syringe. Hey, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a sugar-free. They flat out get it done.
I would
That's
think
what
they
said.
probably would because not everyone can walk in there and
I wouldn't be surprised. They have everything:
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle, cheesecake and Oreo, and I'm telling you, look, you saw the size of those cheesecakes. Where did I put those? Oh, there they are. What a shock! They're over by me. Oh, this. Oh my gosh!
okay.
What
what's
this
that? A
is
German
here?
chocolate or something?
What this
Or-
is?
That's a cheesecake.
No, that is a flourless chocolate cake. So flourless means I think they use lead because
It's
this thing's
thick.
about 4 pounds.
It's thick. Yeah,
It's 4 pounds.
you got to like chocolate.
Yeah. That doesn't seem... Karaoke Courtney, that girl can put back some chocolate. But, let's get back to sports. We've turned this into...
On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese.
Top of Old Smoky.
Yeah, on top, yeah.
Which, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. See, I could take
So
the
they
place.
see.
Do not sneeze on the meatball. Don't stick a half-bitten one in there either.
Yeah, you already have a half-bitten one
I
in
know.
there.
I know.
I was going to eat it, but I don't want to swap
Did
spit.
I just lick my grandmother? I can't believe I just did it. I'm shocked at myself. I just licked my finger.
That's
I never do that.
that is. Well, you got some sticky fingers over there right now.
Oh boy, give him a. Hey, Longhorn Paulie, I know we hung up on you twice while you were trying to call in, but we were doing the intro. You were about 5 minutes premature, and I get it because the clock probably is 10 minutes behind because you don't even have internet. My man sent me. I told him we wanted to have him on the show.
Right.
So I said, we can bring you in remotely because he's up in the Catskill Mountains up in New York.
Longhorn Paulie, because
Longhorn
he's
Paulie.
a Texas Longhorn
He was
fan.
down in Texas for 40 years.
40 years.
Retired to upstate freezing cold New York. Now he's working on a golf course. He's my uncle's Longhorn Paulie is my uncle. But so we wanted to bring him on the show. Well, I wish I had the picture to show you. What he has is this suction cup with this black cup. Alan, you saw it.
Yeah, it's like a antenna for his.
Yeah, remember the one you used to put aluminum foil on?
Yeah, right,
But
yeah.
this was a suction cup and that's how he gets his internet. It's crazy. He says he gets CBS and ABC, and he has nothing else. But Paulie, call us back, buddy.
Yeah. So that was at the beginning of the show. He was trying to call.
He was
in.
blowing us up, and you're looking, and I'm hitting the FU button. You know the FU button,
Right.
You know the guy, especially like during sports times when I'm calling you, and you're a fan of the Red Sox, and I'm calling you, you ain't picking me up because obviously the Yankees are up double digits, and I'm about to rub it in your face. Not that I'm that guy.
No. Of course
No,
not.
no,
By the way, the
no,
Yankees
not at all.
not in
You can
action.
always call him back, you know.
Yeah.
Yankees not in action.
Not in action today.
No.
Not in action, but they begin a 3-game series over the weekend, starting tomorrow, against the Mets
Yeah.
at Citi Field.
Yeah, little inner city game, and you know the Mets still at the bottom of the division,
But at least they're not the worst team
In
in
baseball.
baseball right now. So things may have settled down there.
well, let's hope they don't come back against Yankees because Yankees have had this strange season. They go on a 9-game winning streak, then they come back and they lose 5, and then they
Right.
win 9 again. It's like, okay, what do we got going here? But here's the good thing: they got Garrett Cole and Rodon, who pitched the other night, who didn't pitch terribly. I still think when these guys come back and we can designate some of the guys like Will Warren into the bullpen who've had great success as starters.
Right.
But you know you're not going to put Cole and Rodon in the bullpen. So the Yankees' bullpen strength will get better as the 2 starters come back.
On Wednesday afternoon, things didn't work out for the Yankees. They got shut out 7-0 by the Orioles in Baltimore. But the big concern there, Max Fried, elbow injury possibly. Who knows? Yeah. Well, I don't know about Tommy John. He just has a sore elbow.
Okay.
Not everything's going to...
Everything whenever somebody hurts an elbow as a pitcher,
Tommy John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Anything with the elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you've got guys that are performing well, though. Will Warren, right?
Yeah.
Cam
Schlittler.
Yeah. Schlittler is...
Don't forget the L.
I call him the secret weapon.
Cam, don't forget the L. Schlittler.
And,
he switched the camera on purpose. He saw me reaching for my drink because I almost died on the meatball, and now I got chocolate in my teeth. I'm trying to get that out of there.
But Garrett Cole, coming back, that's big.
That's huge. I mean, he is one of those guys. He's the guy.
A killer.
He's a killer.
He
absolutely is a killer.
He's just been out of commission.
Yep. All right, so we've covered those. The
Baseball this year is kind of strange.
It
I know
is.
we're only a quarter of the way in.
No.
But you look at that American League and the Yankees not even in first place now. They're 2 games behind Tampa Bay.
Who's been hot?
Tampa Rays, man, they've just been
I
tearing
don't
it
even
up.
talk about it.
Who?
Let's. What are we changing it to? Hockey? Buffalo.
Well, let's talk about Buffalo.
Yeah.
Somebody has to.
That's it.
We got to talk to the NHL. You know, there was a time when I would just assume because it's Florida, NHL hockey, but it's really now with all the championships that have been won by the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. Hockey is huge in Florida. So there's a lot of fans now.
Oh yeah.
That didn't
Hey,
used
listen.
to be.
It is the Cup, like you said, for 3 years. It was down here in Florida.
In Florida. And but now
They do it good in Florida.
it might be the year that a Canadian team might win.
Yeah, can you imagine that? It's
Possibly.
almost it's like that crazy drought of a Canadian team not winning the Stanley Cup is the same thing to me as a United States player not winning the MVP in the NBA as SGA won it again this year, Canadian. So some crazy stuff going on.
And the Canadiens, Montreal, they are in Buffalo at 7 p.m. and at 9:30 it's the Golden Knights
and the Anaheim Ducks.
And the Anaheim Ducks. That's it, the Ducks of Anaheim. And Vegas is up 3-2 in that series, while Buffalo and Montreal are tied up at 2. So it'll be interesting. Good finish there by the Sabres. Certainly, it's been such a long time for them to be in this spot right now.
Yeah.
And Tage Thompson, he's one of their top players. Young guy, and it's a young team, and they certainly could come along and win it all. It's a good possibility, although the Avalanche, I think, are pretty much the best team in the NHL. They took out the Wild 4-1. And the Wild, well, a lot of people thought, they'd have a chance at winning it all, but no, they got eliminated early. Hey, speaking of switching gears, Major League Soccer. Did you see the Red Bull of New York last night in a 3-2 win over the Columbus Crew? 18-year-old Julian Hall became the youngest player in Major League Soccer history to get a hat trick. 18 years old, playing for Red Bull New York, and he gets 3 goals, all the goals in last night's win. Huge. It makes you think, when you were 18, what was going on in your life?
Yeah.
And for people to experience such success, we've seen that before in all sports. Remember Steve Cawthon?
Stevie Cawthon
affirmed. Yeah, Aladar affirmed the big rivalry.
Big rivalry. Hey, speaking of big things, how we pushed it to the end, as I am a avid golfer and love golf.
PGA Championship.
PGA Championship. Round 1 is over in the books. A leaderboard with not very familiar names at all.
So who's who?
It is. I mean, you got Pat Geiger from South Africa leading. He's 3 under. Yager.
Next, you'll be telling me there's somebody named Stefan Anisha on there.
Scotty Scheffler tied for first, though.
I have no idea who these people are.
I know. The first 9
guys. I thought
guys.
they were spectators that brought clubs, and they just got lucky.
I think that was Stefan Shula.
Shula would be Don Shula's great-granddaughter.
Yeah. Well, the Wanamaker Trophy.
He has no idea what we're talking about. None of the people out
and
here
it's probably better that way.
The Wanamaker Trophy is up for grabs, and as you know, they moved it up.
The Wanamaker.
Yeah, great. That's a beautiful trophy. Nice as the Stanley Cup, as far as a golf trophy goes. But, it's only the first round. Scheffler, the only American on the leaderboard, but he is tied for first. And old steady Scotty Scheffler. He is steady. The guy is just a player. He does it quietly because he doesn't have that outgoing, charismatic personality. Other than the fact, remember when he got arrested?
Right.
During the,
but you like the Longhorn golfers there. What? Jordan
Spieth? Yeah. Speaking of Longhorn,
Longhorn Polly.
He's probably mad. He goes, you hit the F button 3 times on me, and I'm gonna send him.
Hey, the Chain Gang Sports Show, by the way, you can give us a call, 386-251-8100. Be part of a live show every Thursday night, 6:30 to 7:30. Give us a like, follow, share, and subscribe. Karaoke Courtney on assignment tonight. We miss her. She should return on Monday when we do our recorded show that comes on, I believe, at 6:30 on Mondays. And, everything's done live here. And we pretty much speak from the top of our heads. Sometimes it shows, and we need Karaoke Courtney to do a little research when we go digging up some stats and everything. But I got to say, we welcome anyone to call in, talk about, it's going to be an interesting show Monday because then we're going to have a chance to look at that NFL schedule and kind of put together in our mind who we think, what will be, you can always say, oh, this should be a W, this should be, a loss. We know it never really works out that way, But in general, I'm going to say the Dolphins this year, if they end up with anywhere near a 500 record, that'll be an achievement because they cleaned house.
Yeah.
You got Tua's in Atlanta, Waddle in Denver, Tyreek Hill's still out there. He may end up with somebody. A.J. Brown might go to the Patriots. That still hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened, but, I mean, they're pretty much giving it like it's going to happen.
And Richardson still with the Colts.
Yeah.
They haven't let him go.
Again, that's a total risk. I mean, I thought it was when they drafted him. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think he, through, what did he have, 6 college games total under his belt? I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I get arm strength. I get that, but that was a risk. Just following up on last Thursday's show, which we want to thank everybody. We had quite a turnout for, the like, follow, share that I'm still learning about. But we did have a good show, and Rich Yogel. I talked to him after it. He enjoyed himself thoroughly.
And we the same.
Yeah, and I told him we'd love to have him on again. And
he is the UIC.
Yeah.
And when you first look at that, you say, what's that U part? But, he's the umpire in charge of everything. He basically...
he does it like he told us, he does it all voluntarily. So, and I tell you, I'm looking forward to the girls are excited to be on a podcast, the sports podcast. So we'll be representing, we'll be over on Palm Harbor, over right next to the BP gas station at the Philly cheesesteak. So all you Northeasterners, there's the place to go.
And that's going to be on a Saturday.
Saturday, 11 a.m. is the time that we'll be there. We're going to record a show and possibly do a live show, but we'll figure it out by then.
And it might be we may go 2 hours with that one possibly.
Because
we still have to work out all the
and we're and just like we are, we're going to have on the guests. We're going to have a lot of great guests coming up. We're actually realized that having a guest on the show works out well. It went well. I have a friend of mine who's a big Philly fan. He's another like Rich Yogle, but he's looking to come on in the next couple weeks.
And a good chance of taking this show on the road.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to let any cats out of the bag, but there's some good conversations going on with the Daytona Tortugas. Coming on the show. The head of marketing coming on the show, and then also gonna possibly we're gonna do a podcast from out there, and we'll bring all the followers, and that's why it's important that we get out in the community and get everybody used to seeing us and following us down to where we do live stuff. So
and it's a good time.
It is a good time, yeah.
And it always has.
And we'll bring people right there. Just pull them on up, bring them on the show. I think they'll enjoy it. They say podcasting is a little bit of a contagious thing. People, once they do it, they love it. So let's hope so.
It's a great way to display your company, your business, and in the case of food.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing that. We did that, when we thought about doing that, it was at one time, and then we realized that, hey, that's a good idea. It's a good way to go out for us to try to find partners to join with us and to take this to that next level. But, I always think about, we always talk about professionals. And there he is. Longhorn Paulie. I still have to ask.
Yeah, I think we harmonized.
Chain Gang Sports. This is, what's your name and where you from? Longhorn Paulie. Is that you? Now he's mad. He's not talking to me. Yo. His suction cup fell off the window. His suction cup has just fallen off the window. I'm not kidding. I have a picture. But I think it's important for us to get out in the community like that. I really do. I think going to youth events that big like Rich was saying, they got a wood bat league starting. The kids,
Indian Trails.
Yeah, listen. I like to talk.
That's coming up in June. That's not too far off.
Yeah. Any chance I get an opportunity to talk about what we do, I always believe in what professionals say. When it comes to things, forecasting and stuff, and you read guys like Tony Robbins and Tom Ferry, and different guys that are the creme de la creme of what they do, motivational speaking, turning people's businesses into the crown jewels, and they all say the future of your business is podcasting. And you get to come on and do this. You have a captive audience. It's not like a radio show, where it goes on, it's off, and that's it. Podcast, you can go, rewind, get back on it. Remember that show back in June and go on and find out what was that restaurant? Let's go there. There's just a lot of things you can do with podcasting. And
there's a lot of repetition.
And we're doing a lot of work here at the studio. We're making it, we're going to have a coffee corner over there where Courtney will try to recruit people and do some singing. And we're going to have a nice professional waiting room. So a lot of great things happening, and soon, don't ask Alan about it, but soon we'll be TV. We'll have a TV station network. So.
Just a few things coming up that's in the pipeline here with the Chain Gang Sports Show.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think we also should say that if whoever's watching, if they would like to be a guest on the show, we're wide open for guests.
Yeah,
and the number as far as an email,
that's flaglervoice@gmail.com.
flaglervoice@gmail.com. Pretty simplistic.
Yeah.
And the
we want to make it easy.
I spent hours coming up with that.
And I tell you, man, being in a store and somebody comes up and says, "Hey, don't you have a sports show?" And it's a good feeling. It's kind of a good feeling. People love the show. Diversity. It's funny. We do a lot. We have some singing. We throw a lot at you, but we do it knowledgeable. We have a lot of knowledge on what we talk about, and you bring such a high level to the show for your what you've done in the past. And
I appreciate it.
You have a great voice.
Well, you know what it's a great team environment here.
Yeah.
And it's like I say, it's just only 3 months in its fourth month now.
Yeah.
Or 4 months finished. So it's a great opportunity for anybody, not just in Flagler, in any of the Tri-County area.
Yeah, I mean, we're one of the very few, and I know one and the only in Flagler County, but even stretching
into Volusia and St. Johns County.
We are a professional podcast studio. When you come in here, that look at our studio. Just look at it. I mean, that's not the garage. with the dog barking in the background. That's not what this is. This is a great way to not only self-promote your company, your product, everything, but also to get yourself out there through other shows. And we have a lot of shows. We have over 15, 20 shows in our stable of shows, and it grows every day.
But now we're the only one that brings food on, though, right?
Oh yeah. We're the only ones.
That's a little.
We're one of the only ones that are
well
crazy
connected.
enough to be live. Because you make a mistake, it's over.
Not every show has these nice aromas emanating from. It's usually from your end down there. You're like the
oddly enough.
What, where the food is? Yeah. Well, listen. I go out there and I recruit it. I bring it in. You're damn right. I'm going to be the first guy on it.
Well, at least I got a meatball out of the deal here.
Yeah, it's in his pocket, so everybody knows it's in his front pocket.
Yeah, but hey. I know you got plans for that cake there. You got to.
No.
But you got a karaoke. Courtney is gonna. We got to. Yeah, we'll have to ship some out to her.
Yeah, no smuggling the chocolate. But
yeah, it's a good point you bring up, and we take this opportunity. Usually, it's just non-stop sports talk, but we want to thank our food sponsors because it's been consistent every Thursday night.
Yeah,
and it's not easy to put that together. So much credit to you,
thank you,
and Alan, and everyone involved.
Well, it's
Courtney.
It's everybody. Yeah. It's like you say, it's a great team here, and
it is, and everyone is growing with this now,
and
and assuming the roles and taking on responsibility.
So we're gonna have a picture taken, and it's gonna be professional, for coffee cups. We got to get some swag going.
Oh, we got to get the mugs.
And the swag, and we're gonna have jerseys, and we're gonna take it next level. But the great thing is about this is, it's we have fun. That's the key, and it is. And we go out there, and like you said, some of the top restaurants here in Flagler County have been gracious enough to do this for us. Again, like Rustic, doing that for us today was. He was so apologetic because we didn't get a chance because he had 13 pies waiting to go, and he has a time clock on everything, so he can keep that business. And so I told him we'll get a pizza from him next time. That was an open door for a next time.
There you go.
But he was nice enough to give us some amazing desserts, some great spaghetti and meatballs. And like I said, they have even go there and buy your imported Italian tomatoes, and different fresh pastas.
Tomatoes, you got that in there twice.
I did. Tomatoes. My mother, did I say tomatoes?
Yeah, tomatoes. I believe you did.
Do you say tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
Yeah, that boy.
But I got to say, though, there is a lot to talk about. You got the Preakness Stakes coming up. That's this Saturday, the second leg of the Triple Crown. But, of course, there won't be a Triple Crown winner.
No, not running.
And that's kind of unfortunate, but not unusual because there's only been two Triple Crown winners, 2015 and 2018. It's been a long time.
Is PETA the reason we don't that they're
PETA?
Yeah, the protective, the pet friendly places.
Have they?
Well, because they've talked about that the short period between the three races is not healthy for the horse. I mean, they've been doing it for 100 years. Now all of a sudden we're worried about the horse is gonna.
The horses are becoming like pro athletes.
Yeah, well, what about the pro athletes? The college track teams that run every weekend. I mean, what are you going to take your 100-meter dash guy, and you're going to say, you can't run today. You ran last Saturday. Come on.
Yeah,
let's get with it.
It's getting. We'll have to check. Maybe the horses have agents now, and
there's a good possibility.
There's a possibility.
But I'd rather have a horse because at $5 a gallon, I'm starting to get a little stressed out.
The gas. Somebody told me in Canada they were paying $9.
California, $9.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
If you've got a pickup truck out there or an SUV and it's on empty, no wonder it's on empty.
Hey, listen,
you're gonna leave it.
That's where you follow Karaoke Courtney's lead. She had a vision and she followed it. She drives around on a very fancy moped.
Really, a moped?
Yep, $5, $7. She's got a ride for the week. Yeah, she drives a moped.
And that's good as long as the sun is shining.
Got the pink helmet, she throws on the shades, and she thinks it's as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yeah, well, hey, we miss Karaoke Courtney on this night, but she should be back Monday, and hopefully, special assignments come up every now and then, and what can I say? She always comes through. And I appreciate you, Tom and Alan. Fine job as always, and we'll look forward to Monday. We've got a few minutes here, but the NFL schedule, we're not going to be on while that starts up at 8 o'clock, but we've got NHL action, NBA.
Major League Baseball, some good weekend series going on. There's just some good stuff going on, right? It's always a busy time of year when you got 3 major sports playing at the same time. So,
and then when you have the end of the NHL and NBA season in June, after about 8 months?
Yeah, baseball starts getting into the pennant races, and then
All-Star game.
Football, and then you got the football coming in.
Football preseason.
Yeah, the mini camps and college football. Now we get, like Alabama has the crimson and white game. So they've stretched football. I got to tell you, from a business standpoint, you can't blame the NFL for what they do. They stretch it, and they have. If you ever watch Get Up doesn't talk about baseball ever.
No.
They run football and they'll run NBA, but they run football more than anything.
And you know what? We even nationally, worldwide, but also local sports. And hats off to FPC as their track team and their weightlifting team. State championships, I think 5 for the track team, 2 in weightlifting.
Yeah. I got to cut in real quick. Potentially LSU Matt, weightlifter. Took the state champs.
Right.
Took the some Olympic tryout thing. I'm not exactly sure what it was in weightlifting. He did 600 pounds.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, I got to meet LSU potential Matt, and his mom does a podcast,
The Ruckus Room.
The Ruckus Room,
right?
And Matt was in here with his gold medal on his neck, and he doesn't have a neck, so the gold medal was around his head and his shoulder. It was on his shoulders. A very big kid, soft-spoken, humble, just a good kid, and knows his sports. And he can't wait. We're going to have him as a guest before he heads off to whatever college he decides. There is some Florida, some local interest in him. There's a lot of interest in him, but there's a couple of the weightlifting powerhouses. There's some smaller schools that are more known for weightlifting than they are for football. So
right.
I wish him the best of luck. It's a fun
Absolutely.
journey. It's a fun journey. Mom's having a ball. She has a smile that bangs off the walls in here. That she just is the proudest mom in the world, and I'm glad for her. She's a great woman.
All the best from the crew from the Chain Gang Sports Show, and to FPC as a whole, because what a great way to finish up your year, your season. State champs. Very competitive FPC, and coming from South Florida, and we've talked about it before, athletes at the high school level are phenomenal in all sports here, and you have to be of exceptional conditioning to be able to get through, especially in track. It's not easy. I see the kids from FPC running around. They're ways, maybe a good 2 miles away from their school, the cross country. That's got to be the most grueling part of track to me, cross country running.
Yeah.
I mean, I would run cross country in my car. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm not
cross country's not my thing.
Yeah,
I don't have the attention span to start just sitting there and start thinking that it's the scare. And Alan's shaking his head. It's
you can't make it to the parking lot.
Yeah. I recently was challenged to a game of chess. I looked at the guy and go, really? You really think that I would sit down and sit there and play a thinking game? I like to think off the cuff. But it was a great show as usual. I appreciate everybody who calls in. We appreciate Rustic Pizza.
Yeah, Dennis, and of course, you got Longhorn Paulie. He was on. He was right.
He was definitely. Like I said, we were talking about that FU button. When it rings only once or twice and the button gets hit, somebody said FU. So.
All right, the Chain Gang Sports Show live on a Thursday night. We thank you for listening and watching. We'll see you Monday.
Things are truly better with us.